And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jonathan Hankins able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Hankins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's Newton, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Lucky 56.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Detroit!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fight, and this is taken in at the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Look at the day. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, Freeman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw here. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From midfield, here's Manning. It's complete to Grant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Manning now on 1st down. Ebron's got it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Check right 45. Check right 45.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Ohio! Here we go! What?
Shotgun now for Manning. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to throw. Going deep for Benjamin. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now Manning looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Lee. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Manning. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got Decker, left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. As Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays. this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go. What? 90. What?
From the gun, Manning. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays.
Yeah.
They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
319.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Now he'll go deep down the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Ohio. Ohio.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ohio. Ohio.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Tackle made there by Haloti Ngata.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On third down, that's Mack. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On play action, now Manning. And his throw here's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun, Manning. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Into the red zone now. Manning. And this one is incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Here's Manning to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks? The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and a mile. From the gun, Manning. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they'll run with Freeman. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And taken right on the 30. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12.
Hey, we got 4. Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90. Flex round.
Throwing now is Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
Manning now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this. 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Detroit! Detroit! Edwards, come forward. Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going deep for Benjamin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Falcons. Travis Benjamin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Manning now on first down. Ebron caught left side. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
Manning will try again on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Green 39! Green 39!
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he fends him off. Buying time to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. So they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle, and the Bengals are thinking upset. They lead that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw here. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Jonathan Hankins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that goes for a gain of 31. On first down, Manning throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 42. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collect. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nifty footwork at the 45. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone will pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.